Hey friends, it's a Vingan Country Girl, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys today how we're making our brooder chick box for our baby chicks that are going to be here in a few weeks. So I wanted to get one made, and in the past we've done everything from like the rubber totes, which is by far our favorite. We've done the rubber totes, we've done like the baby pools, we've done like a dog crate converted into one, and even though those are all great options, one of my things was like with the rubber totes, yeah, I could leave them outside, but the sun damaged them and broke them up. So they would only last a year or two tops. And then with a baby pool, they're just not easy to store when we don't have baby chicks. And then the dog crate was fine, but we actually use all of our dog crates right now because of all of our dogs now. So I was ready to really kind of invest and make a brooding box for our baby chicks, since we seem to have new baby chicks every year, for our baby chicks. So that way it's something that we'll have permanently. And that way when we bring in baby chicks, they were going to be outside. We don't have to have them in the garage, get the dust. If you've ever had baby chicks, they create so much dust. It's unbelievable, you guys. Like, I can't even explain how much dust a baby chicks create in your garage. Like, everything is covered in this fine, powdery dust, and it's horrible. You cannot get rid of it. So, because my husband does a lot of his work, little side hobby job in the garage, and it's like done with resin and stuff, he doesn't need all that stuff messing up his stuff. So I wanted to keep the baby chicks out this time, so I'm buying one of the heating not the lamps, but like the actual heating boards, so they can be outside. And then we're going to have it set up to where they'll be outside like from day one, and as long as they have heat and they're like, you know, in a safe spot, we should be good. So that's my goal, is to build this brooder for our chicks to stay in like safely from the time we bring them home to the time they're let out. So we're going to start with, I bought some plywood. I'll flip the camera and show you guys my supplies here. Okay, so I found this bucket. I always go to the mist tinted paint section whenever I'm at Lowe's, and I look to see if there's a paint I would want. This paint happened to be there a few weeks ago, actually probably a couple months ago, and I thought, oh my gosh, it'd be so fun to repaint our chicken coop like the red and white classic barn color, and it's an exterior paint. So I grabbed it. It was on sale. You can find them anywhere from like $5 to like $12 or something, depending on how weird the color is or how long they've had it. So I picked this up the other week. I picked up 2 sheets of plywood and had them cut it for me. There's 4 16-inch sections right here. Then there's actually some scrap pieces, and then there's one 16-inch section that I had them cut 16 inches off. So we're basically gonna make a big rectangle. I have these, I don't even know what these are, 1x1 boards maybe? I think that's what they're called. These ones right here, and I actually have some more boards out on the porch. And this is going to be basically our main frame, our legs and our main frame. And then I have some other smaller ones that we're using for like just, you know, reinforcing structure and stuff. They're like this, but they're just half the width. So that's kind of what we have right now. All of the supplies, not including my paint, where it's like 40 some bucks. My paint, like I said, I got a mist tint color, so you can, like, that kind of varies. But for around 50 bucks, we're going to have this nice chicken brooder that's going to stand up. I'm probably going to put it right here against the wall because we have electric right over here. So that way it can go against the wall, and we can just build it right there. So I'm going to get started with painting, and then we have some friends coming over that are going to help us with the building part. Even though it's kind of simple, my husband's so busy. They love doing this kind of stuff. They're city folks, but they, you know, have the country dream. And since they can't do it, they come here and help me, which is so awesome. So that's what we're working on now. And yeah, we'll see you guys, keep you guys posted as we move along. All right. So my helpers are here. Yay! We're getting it painted, and we're painting both sides, the front and the back. And then we're going to start cutting the wood. So we decided we're going to do these panels. I told you were 16 inches, and then we're going to do the legs. What is it, 32 inches? 32 inches. So that way they're off the ground 16 inches. And the idea is to maybe eventually make like a little run area underneath. So when the baby chicks are old enough to kind of go out and meet the other chicks, but maybe not be in the run in the open, because well, all of our run is open and we don't want hawks to get them. So until they're big enough to really go out where a hawk can't get them, they can have an area to run. So that's our next step we're working on. Just getting it all painted up. Okay. We're ready now. Tell us what we're doing.
We have our layout made. We have 6 legs, 1 in all 4 corners and 2 in the middle. And then we've cut more of the 2x2 to be the base, to keep the base nice and sturdy. And to have a thinner top, we have some 2x1 so that the top is thin, so it'll be sturdy, but it'll stay out of the way, and we can still staple into it. Then we're cutting pocket holes to put the frame together. And once the frame's all put together, we'll be able to just glue and staple the sides on.
Yay!
Yeah, looks good.
I have no idea. I just said I wanted to build a rectangle, and he's doing it. So thank you. Awesome. All right, we'll show you the next step. So what do we got going on, Tim?
So we have the frame built.
Okay.
We've got the smaller runners on the top so that we can reach down in easier. And then what we're going to do is cut the piece that's going to be the bottom. We'll cut out some corners on it so that it can slide right in. And it'll hold it really steady, and then we'll attach the sides, and we're pretty much done.
Awesome! Yay! Okay, this is so much sturdier than mine would have been. I'm so happy. Just keeping it real here. I'm not the best when it comes to carpentry. So these are the 1x2s?
This is a 1x2 on top.
Okay,
yeah.
so 1x2, and then the rest of them are 2x2s. So like I said, we didn't go super expensive on wood because, hey, we don't have to. Why? We're trying to keep this budget friendly.
It's a prototype you might be doing anyway.
Well, in like the little splits and stuff, it's
the plywood.
Glued on. It's glued on,
Okay,
and that
yeah.
glue is going to hold that all together. So
And then the
where we
plywood.
have little bits, and this isn't like a heavy tear kind of thing.
No.
So
No.
once all the plywood's on it,
It'll reinforce and hold
it'll
it.
be perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Yay! Awesome. All right. We'll show you guys the next step when we get to it. So
Let me get out of the shot.
we're doing the moment of truth. And it fit! Yay! Okay, so this has been a comical thing because I really had no idea how it was going to work.
It's like I planned it.
Right! Woohoo! Oh my gosh, I can totally see it coming together. It's so exciting!
This is
So now we're going to glue it and then staple it.
Awesome.
And then this thing is not going to move ever again.
Woohoo! Good, because I like to move things around our yard so many times. Awesome. Okay, next. So here is our brooder box all done. So right now I just have this little net thing set on top, but this actually closes down right here. And then, you know, the chickens are completely safe inside and warm. Like I said, this is just because it's a beautiful warm day today, and I don't want them, they're starting to fly out, some of them. So I don't want them to, you know, get out. But we have our little, what are those called? Like, it's like the radiant heat kind of thing. So it mimics like a mama because they go underneath it for heat. We also have the heat lamp. It's like turned off obviously right now because when it got down to, I think 12 degrees one night, and they were only like a couple days old, and I didn't want them to get cold, so I put this on at night because we're still having freezing temperatures. We had snow one night, and because they're outside, like we're literally outside of our house here, I wanted to make sure they stayed warm. So we have those in there. We have the radiant heat. We have the heat lamp for really cold nights. We have their food dish. And then I have this little watering can here. They haven't quite figured out how to use the little drinker things that you kind of push. So that's kind of been a little bit of a problem. But we'll see. And then I put a little log there, and then it's inside a cookie sheet just so any mess that they do make doesn't get too bad, because we do have ducks in here as well. And then we like to put in some things from nature. Got some sticks in here that they can just run around. And then we have a little branch, some rocks. And there's all of our babies, all nice and snuggly in here. And we have quite a size difference between some of our big ones and some of our micro ones. That kind of worries me because these guys are super, super small. I mean, you can see, let's show you guys here in my hand how small these little ones are. I mean, like just micro, like that little guy back there. But yeah, these ones are super, super small. They're little bantams, so they're gonna be small, but they seem to be making it. I don't like usually having that big of a size difference between them, but hasn't seemed to be a problem. They're like, wait a minute, where'd you guys go? So this little gray one is always tucked under somebody else, which is really cute. But this is our brooder box all done and all ready. I did not end up putting a lock on here because this is actually pretty heavy. So it would really take quite a bit for an animal to lift it up. I may, I don't know, put one on there, but it just doesn't seem like it's been a problem. And like right now I was throwing the tarp over it because we had that snow and I just didn't want to have to clear it all off in the morning. So I threw a tarp over it. But eventually I will put chicken wire around these legs and have a little ramp that goes down so they will actually be able to have outdoor access as well. And I am going to put in a plexiglass little, I'm going to put some, plexiglass windows in these and cut them out so that way on sunny days, maybe where it's not quite warm enough, but I still want them to have the natural light in there. I can open them up and they can have like a light there. So those are a couple more things that I'm going to eventually add to the brooder box, but as is, it has been awesome. It has worked absolutely great. We've been able to get so many new baby chicks and ducks. I'm really excited to watch them grow. And like I said, again, a big thank you to my friends Tim and Carolyn for helping me build this box. We've had a lot of fun doing it. And we've got our full-grown duckies and chickens all hanging out in the shade over here because it is toasty today. So they're enjoying the shade. I'm working on this area as far as landscaping it and fixing some stuff up. It's kind of been my like catch-all for all my scrap lumber and scrap wire and PVC pipe. So I'm kind of working on just trying to make it look nice and neat. I work out here a lot putting together things as well. So, but it's really nice and convenient because I have my shed here that keeps all their supplements and extra stuff. The horsies, all their stuff is there too. And then we have my gardens on the other side of this fence right here. And then I keep the baby chicks food and sawdust like renewal. Cat wants to come out right there. And then this is just an extra water because if my chickens are over in this area, I want them to have easy water. Although the ducks pond's in this side too. And then there's actually a tunnel that goes along the horse fence and takes you over to, that's their actually enclosed run that's attached to their roosting boxes and everything and their nesting boxes. So they come along a chicken tunnel and come over here so that they stay out of my garden and don't get into it. Although right now I don't have it planted. So I've actually been letting them in there. So they've been turning my soil and getting it all ready. But yeah, this is what we've got going on with our chickies. Our brooder box again, all finished. So happy about that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and we will see you guys all again real soon. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.